Hey everyone, what is going on? My name is Arch Live, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the brand new trailer for Overkill The Walking Dead, which was released on Tuesday, surrounding their second playable character, Maya. What I'm going to do with this video is I'm going to start off by showing you guys the trailer, and then after that I'm going to talk a little bit more about it and some more information about the game that I possibly didn't cover in the last video I did, or anything new, any new predictions that I might have got as a result of this trailer, and you know, stuff like that. We'll go forward from there. But you guys did seem to enjoy the last video I done on The Walking Dead a month or two back, so I figured I'd do some more covering the next trailer. And if you guys want to see me cover any more Walking Dead news, do leave a thumbs up on this video and comment down below if you'd like to see that. But other than that, let's get straight into this trailer, and then I'll talk about it once it's finished rolling. So to me, I found this trailer to be a lot better than the first one for Aiden. I think that Maya's character was established a lot more. I don't know whether that's just me, because there was a bit of background to Aiden's character and all the stresses and the worries that he had in his life before the apocalypse, but I liked the fact that this trailer had its own little story that started, began and finished, and explained Maya's character quite well. Not to mention we didn't even hear any voice acting, same with Aiden's trailer, so we don't even know what the characters sound like yet, apart from the one little grunt that Maya had when she slammed the mirror in the bathroom. But we didn't really need that. The actual story is perfectly well explained with just the trailer, with no voice acting and just the background music. It was really good, and I actually really enjoyed it the first time I saw it, and I kind of thought, ooh, this is a lot better than I expected it to be. I kind of thought these character trailers would be a bit repetitive, a bit boring, a bit kind of, you know, same as each other, but I'm impressed, so that was quite good. I'm also thinking that the pattern that I hinted at in the first Walking Dead video may actually come to fruition, where I talked about the fact that when you hovered over Aiden's character on the website, that all the other characters faded away. Well, now that's happened with Maya, I'm thinking we'll get a new trailer for both of the other two playable characters that we don't yet have trailers for. And I've got a little bit of a prediction that I just wanted to kind of put out there. I'm not sure whether anyone agrees or disagrees, but I think it might be a similar style to the upcoming game Vampire. I don't know whether anyone's following it, anyone's looking at any news for it, but what they did with that company is producing that Dontnod, also the people who made Life is Strange, so obviously I'll be following them. But they did 4 online web episodes talking about the game, and it was only at the end of the 4th and final one that they gave a release date for the game. So what I'm thinking they might do with Overkill The Walking Dead is go for a similar strategy and put a trailer out for each one of the 4 playable characters, and once the 4th one drops at the end of it, there might be a release date. Now obviously I don't think there will be 4 months until the next character trailer, because obviously if you waited 4 months and then 4 months again, we'd be at December 2018, which means that provided they stick to their current release date plan, that would be way too late for the trailer to drop. So the next one I imagine will drop in the next 2 or 3 months, and then another 2 or 3 months for the next one after that. But you've also got to factor in the gameplay element, because once again we still don't have gameplay. I will say this trailer was good enough for me to kind of forget about the gameplay issue for a little bit, because when trailers like that, like cinematic style ones, are good enough, it can get you excited enough into the game. But I do think that if they don't put out a gameplay trailer before they do all the 4 character trailers, then it's going to be a little bit like kind of along the lines that I'm going to be hesitant about whether or not the game's going to be actually that good. I don't want to say that it's going to be really good based on, you know, cinematic trailers that have been done, which, don't get me wrong, like I've said, are very impressive, but until we see raw gameplay, and I know this is an attitude shared by a lot of people, I'm not going to hold any hopes out to the game, because I want to see that it's good before I even think about getting excited for it, because it is a game that I'm potentially thinking about doing videos on for you guys. I know, like, Payday 2 is the main thing that I do, but if there are people interested, then I can start doing some videos on Overkill The Walking Dead as well. But I'm not going to do it if A, the game doesn't have enough kind of replayability to it, and B, the gameplay is not even good at all. So I want to know for my own peace of mind about that, and I know you guys want to know too, as people who want to buy the game as well. I'm hoping that E3 might shed some light, but there's been no mention of E3 yet. There's been no discussions about anything happening at E3. But Overkill have had a presence there in the last few years, so I'm hoping that maybe there'll be something to share there. I don't know, it might be a Payday thing, it might be Overkill The Walking Dead, but with the reduced amount of attention Payday 2 is getting on PC at the minute, I'm thinking it's going to be more likely that Overkill The Walking Dead will see something happen at E3. Because Payday 2 is just so quiet at the minute. I mean, spring break, I'm recording this on Wednesday the 11th of April, so this will be going up on the Friday. I'm counting down the days now for some news about spring break 2018. It might have come out by the time this video does drop, but I highly doubt it, because literally they have been so tight-lipped, and there hasn't even been a proper DLC update for Payday 2 in ages, so I don't know, I feel like they'll put Spring Break out and then after that focus on Walking Dead again for a bit more, but until we see more, I don't really know what else to say other than this. The trailers are impressing me, but until I say gameplay, or until I see gameplay, should I say, the jury's out. I don't want to say anything about it other than I'm impressed by the trailers, but I want to see more of what they've got. But one thing I just wanted to touch on very quickly was the fact that it was released in an episode of Inside Xbox. It wasn't published on an Overkill livestream, wasn't done on a PlayStation livestream at the same time, although PlayStation channels did put it up afterwards, but it was chosen to be revealed on an Inside Xbox stream. So that raises the question, potentially to some people, not really to me as much, but I thought I'd touch on it anyway, in case anyone's wondering, which is about console exclusivity and whether or not certain console versions will get, you know, a special DLC or something, because certain games tend to have that now, where it's like you pre-order this version of the game, you might get an extra DLC pack or something along those lines. Personally, with the way Overkill works and the history they've had with consoles, the poor history they've had with DLC updates, etc., I couldn't really see them wanting to do something that would annoy more console players, but I'm just a teeny bit suspicious, and it might be completely wrong, completely unfounded, but depending on how the next few trailers come out, we'll, you know, have more of an idea. But I can't help but think about the original Payday, which was released on Windows and PS3. Xbox never saw a version of that, so, you know, it's not like in the past they haven't, you know, had some kind of favoritism towards a particular console. But again, I could be making that up, that could be completely unfounded, so don't count on that. But I thought I'd just touch on it in case anyone was wondering. But other than that, that sums up everything I wanted to talk about. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you liked the trailer, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think was good or bad about the trailer? Are you looking forward to Overkill The Walking Dead still, or is the fact that there's no gameplay starting to turn you off the idea of the game happening? Personally, I think it should have dropped by now. We should have some more idea of how the game works, rather than focusing on the characters, although that has proven to be very interesting for Maya more so than Aiden. But we've still got 2 more characters to see trailers for in theory, and hopefully beyond that we'll get a lot more information very soon. And who knows, maybe some of the developer diaries will give more information that we want to see about, you know, different landmarks or gameplay or how the actual game elements are going to work. We're still very up in the air about, you know, how deployables are going to work and skill sets and all that. I feel like I said in the last video, that the skill sets are going to be a bit more like Raid World War II, which, as I said in there, I don't like the idea of at all. That it does make me uncomfortable a little bit. But the fact that Maya is a doctor in her original trailer, like in her life before the apocalypse, makes me think maybe she could be like a health specified character that you can give health packs with her. I don't know how it's going to work because Aiden wasn't like an ammo guy, he didn't work in a gun store, so it's a difficult one. It could be like Dead Island, where there are different weapon specialists, so melee specialists, firearm, throwables, all that, but it's very much up in the air. All your thoughts down below in the comments though are very much appreciated. I'd love to get talking with you guys about this new trailer. But other than that, thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you are new, and guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Take it easy.